Hello everyone, this is thejonnymar, and welcome to the latest episode in my Johnny Poorly Plays series. So on Patreon, I asked my patrons to vote for the latest topic or genre of games I don't typically play, and they chose a racing game. So I decided to boot up FZero on my Switch via the Nintendo Switch Online service. This is a game I actually did own back in the day for my original Super Nintendo. I didn't really play it that often. The only real racing game that I played is Mario Kart, with the Super Nintendo version being my personal favorite. But I did play this every once in a while. It's been quite a while though since I played it. Now we do have 4 cars here to choose from. Most people know of the Blue Falcon being kind of the most famous car of this particular series. I personally prefer the Golden Fox from what I've seen of these 4 cars. I've done one practice race with all 4 of the cars, and the yellow car there is actually the one that has the best acceleration. So I tend to pick cars that have lower top speeds but better acceleration because I do crash often when I play these games. So we'll do the Night League and also we'll do standard difficulty. My goal for this series is just to do a couple of the races here. We'll see if I can finish at all in the races. Ideally, we'll get first place, but again, I'm not a huge racing game fan and don't really play them that often other than Mario Kart. In fact, the only Mario Kart games I've played are the SNES original, which I played quite a bit. I used to play that back in the day with my cousin and one of my best friends in high school. We would stay up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning just doing the battle mode and races against each other. And then I've also played the Wii U version, of course, which is the one I played predominantly besides the SNES version. I haven't actually bought the remake of that for the Switch yet, and I'm not sure I ever will. Since we do tend to play the Wii U version, my family and I and my wife and then my daughter as well has played it a little bit. I'm running into stuff here pretty bad. I tend to do alright, I've noticed, in the practice races in this game, other than getting run into by the opposing cars and getting knocked into the walls. So we'll see if we can actually win this race or not. I think the other difference between the cars is how quickly the cars kind of get knocked out. And so when you get run into or you run into the walls, how fast do you recover from that? And how much are you affected by that in terms of your top speed? So I know this particular car, it has really good acceleration, as we do a little drifting there. But it does not do well when you go over things such as obstacles. So when you go over like this rough area, you're going to slow down a lot with these lighter cars. Whereas if you play one of the heavier cars that accelerates slower but has the better top speed, you're not going to be as affected as much when you go over those areas. But again, I tend to just run into stuff a lot, and so I do like the higher acceleration. Let's see if we can knock the Blue Falcon. No, I took the worst of that. I was going to say, maybe we could knock it into the wall or something. I'm not sure if the computer cars can actually get destroyed like your car can in these races. Again, I just haven't played it enough. I haven't played any of the sequels of this. Ow, ow. So, I'm not sure. Oh, we're in first place! And we're no longer in first place. I think third place is good enough to continue on to the next race. Let's see if we can hold that. Looks like we're going to. I'm not sure what you need to score in order to continue. Like with Mario Kart, the SNES version, you needed like total accumulated points, and I think you had to finish in the top 3 to continue on to the next track. But I'm seeing a safe is 15 up there, so maybe as long as you're not 15th or worse in ranking, you continue onward. I don't know. So most of my practice was on the first course, so this is new ground for me. I'm going to, try to finish this race as well without getting destroyed and also not getting ranked out, but things are not going well here. I'm getting absolutely decimated here. One of the most notable things about this game, I remember watching a Game Center CX episode where they did this particular game, and it always interested me. Some people get really into FZero, and it was a major showpiece for the SNES when it first came out, using the Mode 7 graphics here for the pseudo 3D effects. Obviously, the Super Nintendo was known more for its 2D, oh geez, than 3D effects, which didn't really come into play until the next generation with the PlayStation and Nintendo 64 and Saturn, I guess, although the Saturn didn't do a ton of 3D games. It was more focused on 2D. Let's see if we can get past these cars here. But Pilot Wings, as well as this game, were kind of the showpieces for Mode 7 and kind of those pseudo 3D effects. And I did play Pilot Wings as well. Crap, quite a bit. And interestingly, there were some museums kind of in an area where I used to live that used to have the original SNES Pilot Wings as a exhibit. And so you could actually play it in their aerospace kind of area. And I think once they switched to the Nintendo 64 a little bit later... Crap. Well, I'm going to cut here, and I'll come back and try this race again. So I'll see you in a little bit. Because I don't want to end on a crash. Alright, we're on the final lap. I'm in first place to finish up my anecdote from before my untimely crash. As we'll see if we can finish in first here. They switched to the N64 at that museum, and then they went with Pilot Wings 64 eventually. I'm not sure, oh crap, if they still have anything like that there, or what the equivalent would be today. Maybe Microsoft, isn't there a Microsoft program that's like a airplane simulator? Looks like I'm gonna hold on here. Sweet. But that is it for FZero. I hope you enjoyed my attempt to play this game, and we'll see what we have in store next time. Eyes Ears, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all next time. So long. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and leave a comment below. Please also subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell. See you next time.